I'm going to show you how to get some critical information for investment on mutual fund. Let's go to um, the website Morningstar. Morningstar is a pretty popular financial information website. You can get lots of important information for your investment for free. You don't need to pay. Let's begin from click the, the more tab here. Uh, so you have lots of options, investments, tools, personal finance, and right now we only concern about investment on a mutual fund. So we are going to pick a fund to investment. How to pick a fund? Click basic fund selection screener. There's lots of filter options here. Fund type, cards and purchase. Let's look at the fund type. What kind of fund you are interested in? There's options here, and cards and purchase. Minimum initial purchase. We have range from 500 to 10,000. And load fund. what mean load funds? It means if you want to buy a share, or if you want to redeem your share, or just generally speaking, if you want to buy a share or you want to sell your share, you need to pay a little bit money. But some mutual funds are free for this kind of bill. So that kind of form are called no load fund. No load funds. Okay, lots of options. You just play along to take a look. Right now, I only interested in returns. Remember in my previous lectures, one of the interesting case I mentioned is how to retire as millionaire. One option is if you were 50 years old, you invest all in one. You invest 6,500 in a mutual fund or in a stock, aggressively grow. That means the annual return, average annual return over 40%. So that you will retire as millionaire after 15 years investment. You retire at the year of 65, and then you are going to be millionaire. So here I just click returns. 10 years return greater than 40%. You don't need to type percent. You only need to type 40 and show results. Oh, sorry. results zero. That means in the past 10 years, no mutual fund realized equals or over 40% annual average annual return. Let's go back to lower the return 35. Show results. Oh, we got 4. Let's click the second one. This one is Performs Ultra Nester 100. This is a non-load farm and total assets pretty big. Expense is pretty low. That means if you invest $1,000, you only need to pay for the mutual fund $1.43. Pretty low, and turnover only 3%. Then that means the frequency of trade is pretty low. Status open. Open means you can buy share from this mutual fund. Minimum investment 15,000. That's acceptable. Okay, let's look at the performance. Growth of 10K, that means growth of 10,000. If you, let's look at the line chart. The green is the SP500. The blue line is this mutual fund we are interested in. Obviously, over the past 10 years, this mutual fund outperforms the overall market. Usually, we use SP500 to represent the whole market. That means this mutual fund beat the market. Growth of 10,000 YTD. It means years to D, years to today. Today is October. Today is October 28. Year to date means if you invest in this mutual fund 1 year ago, that means October 29, 2000. 1 year ago is October 29, 2017. You're going to you invest 1 year ago at October 29. Today, you are going to get this amount. You invest 10,000. You are going to get this amount. 1 year, you only your investment only increased by $845. Is not impressive. And 1 month, if you invest 1 month ago, you are 10,000 going to be only 8,000. That's sad. If you invest 1 year ago, what this mean? What's the difference? YTD and 1 year. That means if you invest at the first day of 2017, what you get at the end of the day of 2017, that 1 year is the calendar year. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Oh, that is impressive. If you invest on this mutual fund 10 years ago, your $10,000 is going to be 208,000 and 743. Wow, that's a big amount. And the second row is the average annual return. Year-to-date return is 8.45%. 1 month return, oh, this is negative number. Let's look at 10 years. 10 years average annual return is 35.51%. Wow, that's pretty high. This is arithmetic average. SP 500 for comparison. Look at these two rows. Obviously, this mutual fund outperforms the SP 500 a lot. Top holding give you what kind of stock, a bond, or other financial vehicle the farm invest in. This farm is pretty unusual. He invests in futures heavily. 13.85% invest in future and mature at September 2018. Top sessions, over 50% invest in technology industry. And this is the pie chart. This pie chart gives you more idea about what kind of financial instruments this mutual fund is investing in. Okay, let's look at the risk. MPT statistics. It means modern portfolio theories. Statistics, because we we haven't studied this kind of content, so we just skip in. Let's look at the volatility measures. We already learned it. Standard deviation and return. Let's look at this mutual fund. 10 years. In the past 10 years, standard deviation is 33.51% and return 30.52%. And remember, in finance, we use standard deviation to measure the risk. So if you compare this mutual fund with SP 500, obviously you you can have the idea about investment is uh, risk and return trade off. Uh, higher return, uh, higher return bears higher risk. A lower return bears lower risk, obviously. And maybe some of you will feel confused. Just now, you just told me in the over the 10 years, the average annual return is 35%. Now the return here, 10 years, average return is 30%. What happened? That means this return is lower than the one I just mentioned before because this return here comes from geometry return. The return uh, I mentioned a few minutes ago is arithmetic return. Let's look at the expense. The expense, that means we care about if we invest in this mutual fund, uh, the we need to pay the fee. So how much we are going to pay? This is very helpful. Look at this information. Uh, if we invest $10,000 in this mutual fund for 10 years, we are overall the total cost is about $1,713. That's not bad. This bar chart just gives you more information in detail about the expense for investing in this mutual fund. The the blue bar the blue bar stands for this mutual fund. The 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 orange or the red bar represent the category. Because this mutual fund belongs to the category of trading leverage equity, so the category, obviously the expense at this mutual fund is lower than the category average, and the green one is the middle of comparison group. Oh, so from this comparison, we can conclude that the expensive level is pretty low for this mutual fund. So if you want to purchase, you click the purchase tab. You can get information about how to purchase it. There's brokerage availability. You can buy this mutual fund from brokerage. Or okay, I miss it. Purchase. Come back again. Or actually, you can click this website, in this mutual funds website, and directly purchase from this mutual funds website. That's pretty convenient. Anyway, before purchase. You need to read this. Past performance does not guarantee future results. That means, the over the past 10 years, this mutual fund has excellent performance, but not guarantee future results. So be very careful.